Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone. Welcome to our Pali 101, Pali for Beginners, Level 1. And today is the week 1. This is 2022 and 2023 batch. And we have been conducting Pali classes for the last few years. And I'm so happy that we have been connected to many people in the world teaching Pali. As you know, Pali is an interesting language. It is the language of the Buddha, a very ancient language. We know that some of the languages in India, like Sanskrit, is also a really ancient language. Pali is another interesting language. It is said Samagadi Mula Bhasa. It is one of the earliest languages that we have, and such a beautiful language too. And in many languages today we see like cursing people. Those slangs are not there in Pali. It's always blessing. Whenever we learn, we use Pali language, it is just to bless many people. And also to learn the Dhamma, especially Theravada Buddhism, early Buddhism, it's very important that we learn Pali. I know that there are many translations available very easily. If you want to learn Buddhism, you can still go ahead and use any translation. But the challenge in understanding the true Buddhist teaching sometimes is contradicted with those translations. I myself had an issue with that. And sometimes when people say in different translations, we don't understand what they talk about. And especially, translating from one language to another is always difficult. Why? Because that involves so much culture, so much different things. For example, Pali language in the ancient India, it involves so many things that were unique to India and Indian culture. And so it was little easier for South Asian countries because it is more or less the same culture. But when it comes to like West, it's different. And also it's difficult to understand. We have borrowed many words from the West when we translate, right? For example, robe, the chivara. We borrowed the word from the Christian church. It's very natural. When they go to Asia, they also borrow that word from our culture. The thing is, they are not necessarily matching with each other. For example, the word dukkha, in the West, it is said like suffering, dissatisfaction, stress. So it doesn't give the full connotation of the Pali word, dukkha. And for example, the word kamma, also another powerful word. We don't necessarily understand when somebody says action for the kamma. So there are many situations where we have to encourage ourselves to learn Pali. I think that way it will be much more easy and comfortable for all of us to learn Pali. So I would like to introduce myself. I think I don't have to introduce myself, but just as a formality, my name is Bhante Sumita, and I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I became a young Samanera monk 42 years ago. Now, October 29, I'm completing my 42nd year in the robe. So I have been traditionally trained under my preceptor in Sri Lanka. And so I learned so many things as a Buddhist monk. And then I went to India in 1994 just to see those Buddhist sites as a part of our Buddhist pilgrimage. And then in 1995, I went to India for my higher studies. And after going to India for the Buddhist pilgrimage, I really wanted to go back to India. So I somehow wanted to learn there. And then from 95 to 2005, for 10 years, I was studying in Delhi University. So it's wonderful that I had the opportunity to travel to all the Buddhist sites many times. And then I also was encouraged myself, motivated myself to learn more Dhamma, to practice, and also to see those sites where the Buddha originally lived, those beautiful places, the holy places. Then I came back to Sri Lanka. I started teaching in several monastic schools, and then Anuradhapura, the ancient capital of Sri Lanka, where we have a special university for Buddhist monks, where 400 Buddhist monks are studying. So I was teaching there for many years until I came to USA for my doctoral degree. And then I started U.S. Pali Society in my university. And that is the first of its nature here in the US. I was thinking of Pali Society in England, PTS, Pali Tech Society. I was thinking of that all the time. We invited Bhikkhu Bodhi as our first guest lecturer at our university to talk at our meeting. And then we had the privilege to meet so many other Buddhist scholars, like Bhikkhu Thanissaro also came once, and other scholars also joined us. And ever since I started teaching Pali in the school, and I noticed that it's not like any other student clubs where, like more entertainment activities are happening just because it is a Pali class. But I never worried because of the low turnout. I thought the Buddha started with 5 disciples. Buddha had 5, just 5, and he never stopped. And he kept teaching, he kept expanding the membership. And now we see millions and millions and millions of monks and nuns and other devotees who are following the Buddha Dhamma. So I was always motivated by that number, low number. So I kept teaching, even if there was only one student. I did not worry. I just kept teaching. And so we had some events. We organized many events at the university, and I kept teaching online. Way before this pandemic happens, I started teaching Pali online. I really wanted to give something from the East to the West. That was like the bridge between the East and the West. And as a Buddhist monk for many years, I thought Pali is my strength. And so I'm so happy that I could be connected to many wonderful people around. Ever since I met so many beautiful people. So hopefully we will learn more and share many things with each other. I would like to invite you to introduce yourself now.
Hello, Bante. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much, sir. On the computer screen, it says Detox Being, but my name is James. You and I spoke in the WhatsApp a couple times, and I'm just excited to be here to learn Pali from you and other great things from the Dhamma. A little bit about me. I'm from the United States, the East Coast, Baltimore, Maryland. Been here all my life. I've been through all kinds of religions, from Christianity to witchcraft and Judaism, things like that. I've experimented, and around 2020, I came upon the Buddha Dhamma, and it changed my life ever since. I don't see anything like this. This is this is something completely different in all my experiences. And so I just want to learn as much as I can, practice as much as I can, and to attain as much as I can towards the ultimate goal.
Oh, wonderful to hear from you, James. I know you are also a friend of Prince, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Prince. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how come you were motivated to learn Pali?
Because when I was in practicing the Jewish faith, I learned Hebrew,
Hmm.
some Hebrew. So I figure when you have Hebrew and you have English, a lot of the meanings get lost in translation. So you might be translating something from the Hebrew and it means one thing in Hebrew, but in English is an entirely different meaning. So I figure when I'm reading the translations from the Dhamma, they might say English word and it might lose meaning. It might not be the same thing as the Pali.
Hmm.
And so can be confusion. So I figure, well, let me go ahead and go back to the original language that was written in, so I can really see how the concepts and the way things were said to get the real meaning. And by the real meaning, I could advance more.
Very true. This is one of the very reasons that I wanted to teach Pali, because I know when someone learn Pali, that will definitely help them more in understand the true sense of Pali words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
guarantee if you continue to study with us for several years, you'll be able to read the Pali all by yourself. And we already have several levels of students who have been going forward and in advance. I can see them improving. They started from the very beginning, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
They started just like you. They had the passion, they had the courage, determination. I should learn Pali. And that sheer courage, I think, because it's not motivating otherwise. Pali doesn't
Mm-hmm.
give you that much of a hope for a mundane career or something. And
Yes.
I have been also spending so much time in teaching and sharing this beautiful language with the rest of the world without any expectation, any mundane things. But I know it gives me so much happiness when other people are motivated. We have one student who is nearly 80 years. He still continues to study. Uh,
80 years.
there is no age limit as well. So we have like teenagers studying with us and people like that. So they are all wonderful friends, wonderful people who are committed to learn the Dhamma. And I also have one student who wanted to join us from Bangladesh. Actually, she is not even Buddhist. She is an Islam student, but she is so enthusiastic about Pali language. I hope she will join somehow. Thank you. And
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah, welcome.
Thanks.
Right. My name is Damien. I've been asking about this class for a long, long time.
I
And,
know.
and then it was delayed and delayed. And suddenly, like, I had this thought, was it yesterday? It's like, oh, how about this class was supposed to start in July? Let me ask. And then I got a message that it's starting today. So it's great. And the time has changed. So which is better because I'm based out of Poland at the moment. So the last time I was trying to join the class, it was like 2:30 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. So now it's 6:30 in Europe, so PM. So that's great. And yeah, I mean, the reasons why I want to learn Pali. I've been a Buddhist for, I can't remember now, 10 years or 15 years, and trying to get deeper and deeper into the meaning of the teachings of the Buddha, and I've been reading Bhikkhu Bodhi's translations to English, but of the different sutras. But the more I read it, the more I want to learn the original language to actually be able to read them myself, and then get the meaning, the original meaning, and I find them really, really beautiful. So I'm sure if I can speak Pali and read them in Pali, that will be an amazing experience, and going into the depths of the teachings. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Damien, you are from UK, right?
I'm in the UK. I'm in Poland at the moment, and the next month I'm going back to the UK again.
All right. So great to hear from you too, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us. All right. Anyone else?
Okay, I'll go. Okay, hello everyone, and my name is Prince. I'm originally from India, but actually I've been living in Italy. I grew up here, and I've been practicing Buddhism since 2020. And the reason I got interested in Pali is because while studying Pali Canon, sometimes I came across many words which we still use in our Punjabi language. So I was a bit surprised to find that out. Oh, that's interesting. I never heard about the language named Pali, but these words we still use in Punjabi language. So then doing little research and, reading more, I found out that the area where I was born in India, Punjab, that used to be a Buddhist state many years, thousands of years ago. And great kings and monks used to live there. So that kind of sparked my interest in learning Pali, as well as to deepen my understanding about Buddhism. So that's how I got interested in Buddhism. And also through practicing, I saw many benefits of the practice on a personal level, and it helped me a lot, like dealing with a lot of the issues I was facing. So right now my goal is to actually read Sutta Pitaka, and I was at the monastery just 2 weeks ago, and over there, a Thai forest monastery. Bante, you visited Santa Chittarama.
Yeah. That's so wonderful.
Yeah. So I was there for a week, and over there I saw the monks chanting in Pali and Italian monks. So I was very surprised to see that. Oh, these Italian monks. Yes. So that was very interesting that, hearing Pali chanting from Italian monks and very young monks. So then I thought, I want to learn as well, and I want to be able to chant in this way, because the chanting in Pali is just something else, So that's why, and also as James mentioned, to be able to understand the Dhamma, in a more authentic way, because sometimes like in English, meanings can get lost. Just yesterday, I was watching a talk by Bhante Dhammanand. So he was saying that for consciousness, like in Pali, there are 42 words to define consciousness, but in English, it's just consciousness, semi-conscious, and that's all. So that kind of tells, how beautiful and profound this language is. So I hope to learn from this course and deepen my understanding about Pali language.
Okay. Sadhu. Yeah. I also met you in Italy last time with
Yes.
your family, and so happy to see you again. And I know you also followed me to Amalfi Course, but
yes, we couldn't meet there.
Yeah. And you
hopefully, Bante, when you come this time, I get to meet you again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to start a meditation center in the place where we have the entire city has like dome shaped pulia something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there last month.
Yeah. They have very unique structures over there.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful.
All right. So others, please.
Nice to meet you all, Bante and all. I am Nisha Fonseca from Sri Lanka. I am a housewife. I have a fairly knowledge in Pali, in my language, but I would like to learn it in English medium with Bhante Sumita. And I am a Dhamma school teacher too. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Yeah, I must say, like Nisha also has been teaching Pali in Sinhala, and also she has a YouTube channel where she teaches Abhidhamma in Sinhala, and you as a housewife still wanting to promote the Dhamma, especially someone from Sri Lanka. I feel very happy to see you doing it. And thank you for continuing, and thank you for joining again Dhamma USA. We have a monk here. Let me add you now.
Okay, Namo Buddhaya Teron Sarnai Bante.
Okay.
My name is Sugat Shantaya. I'm from India, Pune, living in Pune nowadays. Before some month ago, I took Samner ordination in Aurangabad. Now I'm just completed my Pali course in university. It's a degree course, but there are many things I have to learn. I know that one. And now I'm studying for my MA in psychology in same university, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Aurangabad. And I inspired from Sri Lanka. In 2006, I visited in Sri Lanka. So I met Venerable Kesri Dhammananda Mahanayak there also. And I live with some days. I spent some days in Horana. Kirinda Mahanayak Thero is there. So I thought Sunday Dhamma School is the best institute we should introduce to the people. And from 2007, I am working on this same subject, Sunday Dhamma School, how to spread it, how to make some syllabus and how to propagate Buddhism in India. So many people are inspiring and thinking in the same way. Our inspiration is coming from Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, and from all the Buddhist texts. So Pali is very important language. We must understand it. We must learn it. It's a treasure of knowledge. It's an ocean of knowledge, actually. And if we understand Pali through the practice, it will enlighten. If we just read the language, it is useless. If we understand the meaning of words and practice it every day with the meditation, it will help more. This is my basic understanding. I can learn from you more and more. Thank you very much for giving opportunity to talk about me. Thank you. I also publishing books in Marathi and Hindi language. I started Dhammokathik publication in Maharashtra, and I donated more than 1 lakh books for free with the help of Buddhist Mahavihara and with the other Upasak and Upasika. So I am doing this. Thank you.
That's so wonderful to hear from you. I know you have been doing so many things before, and now you have also started living like a monk, and I think, yeah, you can still practice and promote the Dhamma. And again, thank you so much for joining our Pali class. And we have quite a lot of people from India. I never expected that many people from India would follow Dhamma USA. And I never expected that. I thought maybe it will be helpful to some Sri Lankan people or some people in the US or West or something. But I know vast number of students who follow us actually were from India. They are still working with us, so I'm so happy that we have more Indian students joining us. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I am also joining you. Thank you. I will follow you.
Yes, I know that.
There is one monk from New Jersey, Bhavana Society, Rahula Mahathira, Yogavachar Rahula.
Oh, okay, okay.
He he instructed me. He gave me direction. Go to Sri Lanka and study.
Okay,
He is
yeah,
my inspiration.
I know him.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, stay so many monks, Sri Lankan monks. Navapala Panyatis, Nalvel Anand. Anand Bante lives in Mumbai,
I
and
know.
Panyatis Bante
Ulhasnagar.
was living in Savasti.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know them.
yeah, yeah. And some month I spent in Mahamuna also.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Yeah, with Kirbadun Jnanananda Swami Vahanse.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
taught me so many things about
You
Buddhism.
have to visit Sri Lanka, and maybe
Yeah,
nowadays you need to help Sri Lanka more, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, they need
Yes,
your
yes.
help. I know India was helping a lot.
Yeah. Thank you,
All
Bante.
right, so let's go back to another student. Anyone else? I think I will ask Sangamit. Are you there?
Vandami Bhanteji.
Oh,
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, my video is off because I am kindergarten teacher. I since 20 years. I teach to the small kids. And I'm inspired by Bhante Sumitra. And because of him, I started Sunday Dhamma school in my town. Last September 14, I started the school, and this year it is completing 1 year. I like to learn Pali because I need to teach Sunday Dhamma school students to teach them Pali, but first I want to train myself. I'm also was elected as the head of the village in 2018. This year, I'm going to complete my 5-year post as the Sarpanch. And because of Bhante Samhita, I started learning more about teaching of Buddha, and I started teaching small kids and telling them the small tales of Jataka. And our students are also learning meditation as Bhante Samhita showed how to do meditation through guided meditation through YouTube channel. It's a long journey for me to study. Thank you, Bhante. I couldn't speak more because today I lost my nephew. That's why.
Okay.
We need your blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, we would like to actually convey our condolences to your family for the lovely nephew, right? That you lost. He was just 15 and he passed away today or yesterday. So on behalf of Dhamma USA community, we would like to extend our condolences to you and your family. And thank you again for joining us. Sangamita. It's also a unique name, especially everyone knows about Sangamita, the sister of great Mahinda Thera, who brought the Bodhi sapling to Sri Lanka. And she was the daughter of King Ashoka. And this Sangamita also is very committed, very devoted, very enthusiastic to learn the Dhamma. So she has been associating with us for quite some time, and I'm so happy to inform you that she is running a Dhamma school under Dhamma USA in Maharashtra, Chalisgaon, right? So there are around 60 children that we are supporting. I'm so happy that we have something like that, and also someone like Sangamita who is committed to teach. We also have Sugata Santeya here. Although he shows his lay picture here, he is a monk. He is also working on the Dhamma school, and we should definitely collaborate to teach Dhamma in India. And especially we want to a series of Dhamma books that we can send out to our Indian Dhamma schools and all the other places wherever someone is happy to teach the Dhamma or teach the Pali, we are happy to help in our way. Okay? All right. Thank you. And yes, Savita, are you there?
Yes, Bhanteji.
Okay.
Vandami Bhanteji and Namo Buddhaya to all Dhamma brothers and sisters.
Would you like to open your camera? I know you are camera shy.
Yeah, Namo Buddhaya. My name is Savita and I am from India and I am primary teacher in Maharashtra, Amravati. My education is MA Pali and I research scholar. I interest Pali and Dhamma, and also I like Bhante Sumit teachings. So I repeat level 1 Pali class. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay. Yes, she is very humble, but she is also a good scholar. She has been following the Pali class already. She already completed, but she still wanted to join this class as well. Otherwise, she is actually in the level 2 class. All right. We also have one Buddhist monk from Japan. And Reverend Yushi, are you there?
My name is Yushi from Japan. Actually, originally I'm a Zen monk. I'm a Japanese Zen monk. Currently, I'm in Sri Lanka studying Theravada Buddhism and Pali language. So, yes, it is very important to learn Pali. Actually, Buddha himself said no need to stick to one language. For example, the Buddha himself prohibit using Sanskrit, for example, because we have to use the local language. But when it comes to study Buddhist language, actually the Buddha Vachana, we definitely must learn Pali language, because without Pali language, we cannot understand the logics of the language itself. Most of the sutta, not only sutta, the Tripitaka, the entire Tripitaka, the Pali language logics lies in through the Tripitaka. So it is unavoidable to master the Pali language. So that's why we want to we try to make the Pali language as our, the mother tongue. So yeah. So that is what I want to have together with the members. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Once again, Reverend Yoshi, although he is from Japan, he has mastered Pali a lot already. He is very committed, very serious student. He has been joining our Pali class. He also successfully completed level 1. And I especially thank you for joining this class as well, so that, you can also motivate others. Thank you for those few words of encouragement, why we should learn Pali. Now we have another special member. I would like to introduce yourself, Umma Sulaim.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear now.
Hello.
Yeah. Think she has
so that here is much rainfall today in my country. Maybe that is a problem and creating some network issue. Sorry for this.
Okay. I understand the situation. Sometimes it happens. So she's from Dhaka University, Bangladesh. She has also completed her BA degree in Pali language. She sent me some photos of the department and very, very interested to hear about that news. So I know we have some more students from Myanmar and Malaysia and Thailand, some other countries as well. So this is a very beautiful unity in diversity situation we have here in this class. So happy to see you all again. And today I think we will just share with something, just an introduction. So in this class, I would like to introduce you some classes. We will follow the book by Venerable Polvatte Buddhadatta. Okay. So Venerable Polvatte Buddhadatta's book will be the one that we will follow. And even if you don't have the book, you don't have to worry too much, because we will share all the documents. So if you have it, that will be great. If you don't have it, you can let us know. We can post it to you. We have now Nisha from Sri Lanka. Maybe she can help us in sending some books. You need to send some money to her so that she can send you the book. Or else I also have the books with me, but I think from here it will be a little expensive. We also have that online text. We can follow that as well. With or without the book with you physically, you can still follow this course, because we have the text. We will show everything in our PowerPoint slideshows. I have already shared with you the introduction of the course. I think some of you must have followed those videos already, right? For example, the video on alphabet will be very helpful. Also, I have created an interesting platform called Quizlet, where we have funny games. Through those games, I think we can also learn Pali. Some of them are like really motivating us to learn Pali. So it can also be helpful. So in this class, we are going to cover up from 1 to 10 lessons. We start with the teaching, like just the grammar, and then we have every lesson will be followed with 2 kinds of translations. One from Pali to English, and then English to Pali. And every lesson will be followed up with those, and you have to complete those assignments. I have already created the Google Classroom. I'm going to add you. I just wanted to know today how many people are joining our class. So for this level 1 class, I have created the Google Classroom where we can add you as students. So you can add your assignments, all the information over there. You can take a look. Right, let me show you that one real quick. Over here, this is level 3, level 2, level 1. I'm going to send you the link. Okay, can you see this? Maybe copy link. Maybe through this link you can join the class. Let me see. All right, so I can see some of you have already joined. And over here we also have Pali 101, Pali for beginners, lesson 1. Practice here for more course materials. And you can go to this link and study a little bit more. And then again here, lesson 2 also is there. So you can take another look. In this classroom, I'm going to add more detail here about the classwork and the grades and everything. Also, we will have some assignments. At the end, we will have an exam. We will have an exam in the middle, like midterm test. And later we will also have final exam. In the final exam, we have oral test and also written test. Okay. So that way, I think this class is going to be a little bit serious, but don't worry. I'm sure you will all be able to follow it without any difficulty. If you have any difficulty, you can always join us, discuss in our group. And we have 2 WhatsApp Pali classes. In fact, one Pali group, all of you have joined already. And the other Pali group I want to share with you today. This is just an active Pali class students. So if you are an active Pali student, this is another class that these students are constantly attending our classes. You are welcome to join that WhatsApp group as well. The most important thing is you need to keep in touch with this Google class level 1. You can also discuss many things over there. Okay, you can ask any question if you have, and you also most of the information that we share would also be shared here in the Google Classroom. I think with that we can conclude today. Once again, we will meet again next week. We will continue. Invite you to watch the video. I also invite you to go to the Quizlet class and learn more about the Pali alphabet. And later we will start with other class activities. Okay, with that we conclude today, and thank you again. Later on, I would also like to invite all of you to chant something at the end. Whichever Pali chanting that you prefer, I would invite each and every one of you to chant at the end. Some Pali, Dhammapada or anything that you have learned, I would like to encourage you to chant. With that, we conclude. May you all be well, happy, healthy, and looking forward to seeing you next week again at the same time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. May you all and all your family members, your friends and relatives, everyone in your community, everyone in your country, and everyone in the world be blessed by the Noble Triple Gem. May you all be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever you are. May all sentient beings be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhe digha bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Sadhu
Sadhu,
Sadhu
Sadhu,
sadhu, sadhu.
sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
Thank you,
sadhu,
Vinteji.
sadhu.
Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.